Hey, Farners, how's it going? My name is Greg Roskoff. I'm your Chief Risk Officer, and I'm here today to bring up another topic on leadership here and three questions to consider when you're going into a potential confrontation. I think these three questions are going to help set you up because they're really focused on our value of charity. Charity, that is impulsive to see virtues in a brother and slow to reprove his faults. How do we do that? How do we do slow to reprove his faults? Well, I've got three things here that I think are going to help set you up for success. And the first is it on the leadership? Is the reason for this confrontation a fault of the leadership? Did we not communicate something? Did we not put out the right expectations? Did we not set this person up for success? So, first and foremost, you've got to ask, is it on the leadership? Did we do something as a leadership core, as a hegemon, as a board of advisors to set this person up where they didn't fully understand what was going on? Okay, cool. If we did, we can go back and we can coach on it, we can mentor on it, we can correct our behavior, we can go explain ourselves, we can take ownership. So the key here, first and foremost, is taking ownership as leaders. Now, second, what's going on personally in that person's life? Is there something that is holding them back from being successful? We work a significant amount of time with young men that are working, that are relying on mom and dad helping out, that are doing something to help better their lives, but there might be something personal going on that's truly holding them back. So we have to take that into consideration. We don't want any resentment. We don't want any bad blood. We don't want to do the unfraternal thing here. So we got to go in, we got to have that conversation and ask them, what's going on? How are things going on in your personal life? Did mom or dad lose a job? Are you being held back when it comes to work and the amount of hours that you're in? Are you struggling with your classes? Is something there, holding you back from being successful? So we've got to take care and go speak to the person and find out if they've got something going on personally. It's a huge step. So number one, is it on the leadership? Did we set this person up for success from the get-go? And two, what's going on with them personally? All right, so we spent a good amount of time on number one. Number two, now we get to number three. Is this actual incompetence? Is this person just refusing to get it? Is this person just refusing to comply with what's going on? And we communicated this, we put it in writing, we gave you the plan, we did all these things, we took the steps to do it. But at the end of the day, we just have some level of incompetence where they're just not getting it done. They're not following through, they're not taking their own actions. And we want to avoid that at all costs. And at that time, that's when we have to start to consider, is this, black book charges? Is this a situation where we've got to, potentially remove the member from being in the organization, whether it's temporarily or, a little bit longer of a time? This term incompetence, can sound pretty harsh, but at the same time, it's really just meant to point out they're not living up to that standard that we set, and they're not taking the right steps to get there. They're not motivated themselves. They don't want it. They just take action that is counter to our values. And that's when we really have to step up as leaders, get in there, and on behalf of the rest of the organization, do the right thing. So just to go over this really quick again, number one, is it on the leadership? Did we set this up properly? Two, what's going on personally? And third, do we just have incompetence? And on that third one, what we don't want is what's called sanctioned incompetence. We don't want to endorse the poor behavior by not confronting it. That's the last thing you want to do, because then the guys that are complying, the guys that are doing it, they're going to start saying, okay, well, you're not holding this guy accountable. Why should you hold me? So we've got to step up. We've got to do it. We don't want to sanction the incompetence. So it's really important that we do that as young leaders and get in there and help fix it up. So, Frauders, just put my information up here. I know you can't see my email. Forgot to correct it in this one. It's groskopf@tke.org. You can also find me on Twitter here, and you can also see me there down at Instagram. If you got questions, you got concerns, how do I do this in your chapter? Let me know. I'm happy to help out. Also, if you want to learn more about this topic, check out Dave Ramsey's book called EntreLeadership. It's a fantastic read, and it hits on this specific point in these three steps. And I've just tweaked it just enough to make it really good here for a good fraternal environment. So ask questions, let us know, share this with a friend that needs to hear it. Thank you for your time.